After the demolition of the Ravidas temple in Delhi, the Dalit leader and Bhim Army chief Chandrashekhar Azad, along with 96 other protesters, are in police custody. A march was carried out by 5,000 Dalits turned violent on Wednesday after the police used lathi charge and tear gas shells to control them. 2 motorcycles were set on fire and the police vans were also vandalized. The Bhim Army has demanded the release of their leaders. The Delhi Development Authority, remember, had demolished the temple on August 10th on the orders of the Supreme Court. Let me go across my colleague Mohit Bhatt joining me on the phone line. Mohit, in the past we had seen the Supreme Court also giving out a very stern message to the authorities to ensure that the orders are complied with and no political colours should be given. But despite all of that, we're looking at a massive protest that had taken place and it had also turned violent and the situation turning very tense following these protests that had taken place in the national capital.
Yes, and you see, this protest was being organized by various Dalit organizations. They were protesting against the demolition of Ravidas temple in Tughlakabad, Delhi. Now, they called in for this protest and they were walking from RK Ashram Marg metro station towards the Jantar Mantar and then they went to Ramlila Maidan. So, when they reached Ramlila Maidan, they clashed with the police. But then in the evening when these protesters wanted to go to Tughlakabad, police stopped them. And after that, some barricades of the police were put on fire by these protesters, and there was this lathi charge which the police resorted to, and then there were clashes between the protesters and the people who were marching towards Tughlakabad and between the police, and situation turned very violent and there was complete traffic jam and chaos in South, specifically in Govindpuri, Kalkaji and the Tughlakabad area of Delhi. But then, and after that, Delhi police detained Chandrashekhar Azad of Bhim Army because according to the police, he incited the violence and he asked people to turn violent, and after that he was arrested. So clearly situation went out of the hand of Delhi police. There was massive protests, there were massive clashes, and even the barricades and the police vans were also being vandalized and they were put on fire.
All right, we'll have to leave it there, Mohit. Many thanks for joining us and bringing us those updates.